So we've heard other campers, specifically a Keystone, which was a Montana, that had a tire explode on the road, which we all know trailer tires are just not all that great, and it's really hard to find a good quality one. So it seems like they're always popping. You don't want to get them, you don't want to let them get over two years old. You know, it depends on how much tread depth and whatnot on those tires. But you always want to make sure your pressure is not too high on them either, because when you get into warmer climates and higher elevations, your tire pressure needs to be adjusted so they don't pop on you. With that being said, this right here on that Keystone, Montana, I thought, why would a tire cause that camper to literally catch and go and burst into flames? Now that we bought a Keystone, we've found, and I don't know if it's all, I don't want to sit there and knock one brand of our RV out there, but the one thing I do know is you should never, ever, ever, ever have a gas line sticking out where if a tire does pop, that's going to bust that off. And there will go gas. Now I believe this is for, some people say it's for a barbecue grill, or maybe just connecting to a propane tank, a secondary propane tank for long term. I don't know. I'll look at the little tag here when I get my reading glasses on. But one thing I do know is that we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove that and just put a plug in there, and of course use the proper plumbing paste, tape, etc., Teflon tape, whatever required to make sure that fitting is in there snug and does not leak. And we're going to test it with soapy water to make sure there's no bubbles that come out from a leak, is how you test that. And so if we do get a tire that ever does want to explode on us unexpectedly, I'm pretty sure that it's not going to slap up and hopefully, you know, hit the main line. But that right there is just, that's just asking for trouble, I believe. So there's my advice on that. Take it for whatever it's worth, but I do know when tires, especially trailer tires, when they go out, it does do damage. In fact, we've all seen this. I mean, here's our neighbor's camper. I mean, we've seen many, and this is not bad. They're just missing the plastic shroud, but a lot of times it just mangles the whole camper. So, all right, here we go. We're going to remove this valve so that way if this tire were ever to blow up on it, it's not going to hit that, bust it off, causing a possible potential explosion the way I see it. We've been camping for a long time, and I've seen this stuff happen, so I just think this is a huge liability risk. So what I've done is shut the gas off, and need to really drain the pressure off the propane line as well, which is a low pressure. But anyways, here we're going to remove this, and got the new fitting is already has the thread tape on the compound. Okay. Propane back on and do a pressure test. Let's make sure that is on. Yes. All right. Let's go do a pressure test and make sure there's no leaking. I guess I'm overly confident by tightening that down. How do you test gas lines? Now, first of all, if you don't feel comfortable with this, I highly recommend that you don't do it. Just hire someone else to do it. Soapy water. Spray the daylights out of it. And if there's a leak, there will be bubbles literally coming out, just popping, just like what you normally see with bubbles. So now I've just taken a liability far away from that tire and potentially busting that whole line off. So there we go. So soapy water test has passed. There is no bubbles. Excellent. Thank you.